And joining me in the studio, as always, great to have him here with us, the legendary Ben Davis Jr. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you doing, man?
Good, man. You're repping the Andre the Giant shirt this morning and got the hat on and everything. Ready for tonight?
I am, man. There's a little bit of work to do, but we're ready to go.
That's right, coming together
and everything.
Yep,
I'm prepared.
So we're talking season 2 of Homegrown Happy Hour. Did you think last year when we kicked this off that this was going to become kind of the hit that it was?
You know, I didn't know what to expect. I really didn't, especially going into it. I had no idea. You know, I knew what I wanted it to be, and I just didn't know what they wanted it to be. And it kind of was just they wanted it to be what I wanted it to be, which is really cool. So I think after, you know, having this time to chew on it and digest those 4 weeks last year, and you know, I've got a real good understanding of what we're going to do, and we've got a really solid lineup this year.
Yep. And, of course, it really just kind of started last year over a conversation that you guys had hanging out. You broke out the guitar one night.
I wasn't even involved in the conversation.
Yeah, so I thought you were a part of the original part of it. So, yeah, the original story, it basically goes that Rodney and Porterhouse, as you know him here, and Nathan and a few others were just kind of hanging out around the fire, and it's like, you know, wouldn't it be cool if we could just have like a fireside chat music concert?
I was there singing while they were talking about it.
So there you have it. And it just kind of developed from there, and of course kicked it off last fall in October, and now we're looking at a couple months of it. So we got how many different artists performing? About 8 to 10 artists.
12 weeks.
Yep,
so 12 different artists.
And of course it happens every Thursday night.
Yeah.
So now I got to say tonight's going to be kind of cool. A little bit of nostalgia for me, obviously, as I said before. So just talking about junior high. I've known you since junior high, and of course John Reister coming in town. Still feels weird kind of calling him John because he was always Johnny to me because his dad's John too, you know, Big John. But coming up from Kentucky, and so got the Raccoon Crick Rangers playing tonight. Tell us about that. So
Andy Milliken and John Reister are two dudes that have really had influence over me in my music, you know, over the years. John taught me what real music was when we were in high school, and we had a band together, Lonesome Johnny and the Astronauts, and that was a lot of fun. But
that was Astronauts, N-O-T-S.
Astronauts, yeah, we weren't going to space, man. But no, he was really cool about teaching me what was good music, and then he has gone on and has done a lot of incredible things, and he's really established himself in the old-timey music community. He is an excellent fiddle maker, and he actually award-winning. You know, he's Luthier of the Year, and that's really impressive. I'm really there's a lot of pride in Johnny, you know, and John Reister. It's really impressive.
2.5 year waiting list to have? Like I heard something about 2.5 up to 2.5 years for that. So
I'm sure
to have one made. So
they're worth it. And then Andy, you know, Andy is every songwriter around here's favorite songwriter, you know, and he cracks me up. You know, he's one of the people that I look up to, and a lot of us do, but he is pretty self-defacing, you know, he does that a lot, but I love him, man. I think that he's a wonderful person, and he should have all the confidence in the world. Really looking forward to listening to him do his thing tonight.
Well, that's what's really cool about this, and I was thinking about, you know, John as well. You know, John, you're talking about John being, you know, the kind of who he is and how much success he's had, but you wouldn't, I mean, he doesn't have the big head to go along with it. He's still one of the most down-home people, down-to-earth people you ever make, and Andy the same way. Phenomenal musician, phenomenal songwriter, but doesn't have, you know, this giant head, and you know, that thinks they're better than everybody else. And you're the exact same way, and that's what makes these events so amazing. Is it's just kind of come as you are, get you something to eat, hang out, and listen to some great music and hear stories. It's the way it should be, in my opinion. So.
Yeah, I mean, for some reason in our genre, in our little umbrella, there's not a whole lot of ego that gets in the way of having a good time. You know, everybody's so humble, and especially at Rowdy's, everybody that Nathan brings in is genuinely very humble and very respectful, excited to be there.
Yeah, and I will tell you this. I know I was looking at some of the lineup. They got some great, you know, a lot of local artists coming in, and even some bigger regional artists coming in. So we got Buffalo Wobbs coming in at some point in time later on this summer. And
absolutely, and my buddy David Childers from North Carolina. You know, he's one of my favorite songwriters of all time. John and I actually discovered him in 2007 at the Big Bend Blues Bash, and he's gone on, and you know, the Avett Brothers perform his songs out and things like that. And he's just an incredible person, incredible songwriter, somebody I adore, and I can't wait for that one.
And of course, if you've never experienced Homegrown Happy Hour, you want to get there a little bit early. Obviously, Rowdy's is open all day today, starting around, I think, 11 o'clock they open up for the day. But it's going to happen on the patio tonight. The fire pit's back there in the back, and so you're going to want to get there a little bit early and get your seat. And, of course, just order your favorite food, whatever you want there. They'll have specials, drink specials, and that type of stuff going on tonight. And live music, the format of the show is it'll be live on air from 7 to 8. And you'll kind of intro things and do a little interviewing and talking and playing some music and discussions. And then once it goes off the air at 8 o'clock, you guys kind of take a little bit of a break and then come back and play another hour or so worth of music. So,
absolutely.
So lots of fun. Homegrown Happy Hour is what it's called. And this is season number 2 kicking off for us. If you want to check out and hear a little bit more about it, I know, Ben, I know you got to get over to Main Street TV. We just want to give you a little taste of it this morning. So let you save your voice for tonight. Not going to make you perform on air with us, but we got a recording here of one of the performances from last year. So we're going to send Ben out today and give you a little dose of what you can expect if you head to Homegrown Happy Hour tonight. Again, season number 2, Homegrown Happy Hour, happening tonight at Rowdy Smokehouse. 7 p.m. we'll go live. If you cannot make it down, you can tune in on the Total Media Radio app anywhere around the world, or on Pure Rock 98.7 WYRO, or if you're listening in the Athens area, you can always tune us in on Pure Rock 105 XTQ as well. So tune us in tonight, and if you miss it somehow, it'll be replayed next week and available on all the podcasts the first part of next week in video format and audio format as well. So check it out. Homegrown Happy Hour, season number 2, kicking off tonight. All part of the fun to help you celebrate your summer right here. Brother, thanks for stopping in this morning.
Absolutely. Thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
having
So
me.
this is one from last year. This is a little song called Airplane on Mix 96.